If your house always feels like you're just one load of laundry away from chaos, you don't need motivation. What you need is an easier system. Because if decluttering means dragging everything out, sorting it into color-coded bins, and blasting a cleaning day playlist for motivation, it's probably not going to happen. I think we've all been there. I know I have. So today I am going to share my lazy guide to a clutter-free home. No weekend boot camps, no guilt trips, just realistic ways to make your home feel lighter, even if you're tired, busy, or just plain over it. Because sometimes the laziest way is the most sustainable one. When people hear lazy, they picture someone laying on the couch doing absolutely nothing. But lazy people are actually great at creating systems because we hate wasting energy. A clutter-free home isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but better. When I say lazy, what I actually really mean is strategic. You know who's tired? The person who has tried every organization hack on Pinterest. And yes, I have absolutely been that person. I spent an entire weekend trying to make my laundry room look like it belonged on a Pinterest board. I decanted soaps into pretty jars. I added little wooden scoops into them. I stacked the folded towels just so for that spa aesthetic. It looked gorgeous for maybe 15 minutes. Then real life came crashing back in. Wet towels on the floor, laundry detergent spilled down the jar, the scoops just gone, and suddenly the whole thing made me angry every time I looked at it. My solution, keep it simple. I bought 2 big baskets and I put them on my washing machine, hid the bottles inside and called it a day. That's it. That's all I do. I can reach everything, nothing spills over, and if company shows up, I can just close the door. It is not Instagram worthy, but it works. And honestly, that's the whole point of lazy. Here's what actually makes a house feel messy. Decision overload. It's that pile on your counter. That's not junk, it's delayed thinking. Every item is a question you have to answer. Do I keep it, toss it, donate it, move it, fix it? And after a long day of dealing with kids and bosses and spouses, your brain says, nope, and just walks away. So let's get lazy about our decisions. We can set a few defaults that remove the thinking altogether. In our house, the rule is simple. If the mail isn't a bill or something personal, it goes straight to recycling. If my clothing isn't fitting right or doesn't make me feel good or is just not being worn, it goes into the donation bin in the bottom of my closet. No sorting, no second guessing, straight into the bin. And when that bin fills up, it's out the door. That's the lazy way. Fewer decisions and less clutter. It's not about working harder. It's about not needing to think about it at all. Here's the problem with the big decluttering trends. They make you pull everything out all at once. So you're knee deep in clothes, halfway through joy checking your sweaters, when you look up and you realize it's dinner time and your bed has disappeared under a mountain of laundry. Lazy decluttering works by location. Start with what's visible, the drawer, the counter, the corner that bugs you most. When I tackled our kitchen, I started with the utensil drawer. Not the forks and knives, the one with the tongs and the ladles and the wooden spoons. I like them hidden away in a drawer and not in a jar on the counter, but that drawer jammed up every single time I tried to open it. It took 10 minutes, but I got it sorted, and it has been opening without issue ever since. That little win is what gave me the energy to keep going, because you don't need a transformation. You need momentum. That progress that you can see is better than a perfect plan. So start small, one little drawer, and let the wins carry you on to the next pain point. Let's talk about my front entry now. It's small, like cottage small, and somehow every shoe we own seems to just end up there. I've tried racks, I've tried organizers, the put them in the closet rule. Dean just moves them to the back porch, but the kids and I just move them back again, and somehow we always end up tripping over boots and sneakers like it's an obstacle course to get out the door. For a long time, I fought it. I wanted that perfect Pinterest approved entryway, all clean lines and woven baskets so that when people came over, it looked perfect. But life isn't a Pinterest board, and it is impossible to live in a show home. So now each person gets 2 pairs by the door. Well, we try to keep it to 2 pairs. I put down a simple tray for wet shoes and boots and just live with a little bit of clutter, because that's real life. Sometimes good enough is the sanest choice you can make. And actually, I want to know, what's your lazy system that secretly works? Maybe it's a pile you pretend is organized, or a drop zone that saves your sanity. Let us know in the comments. Half of decluttering is just outsmarting our future selves. Here's my lazy truth. Clutter is inevitable. It's going to happen. You cannot stop it no matter how hard you try. The difference between chaos and calm is where it lands. In our house, we've got drop zones. One for the shoes, one for the mail, and one for that random, I don't know where this goes stuff. The mail basket by the door catches all the paper clutter before it can spread throughout the house. And anything that is still there gets sorted on Saturday morning while I enjoy my coffee. It takes 5 minutes, but it saves me hours of nagging myself during the week. Containment beats control every time. You can't organize what hasn't landed yet, so just give it somewhere to land. Lazy decluttering isn't about perfection, it's about maintenance that takes 0 thought. I have a few rules, but the one big rule in my house is the coffee table stays clear. No decor, no trays, no candles, just space, empty space. It sounds simple, but that empty surface, it does something for my brain. It makes the whole room feel calm, even if the rest of the house is in chaos. When the newspapers and books and random junk land on that table, like it always does, it isn't fighting for space with a decorative vignette. And I know that everything on that table does not belong, so it's easy to clear it off. Pick one clean zone. Maybe it's your kitchen counter or your nightstand or your desk, and protect it. Treat it like your home's reset button. You don't need a perfect house. You just need that one peaceful corner that reminds you of what calm looks like in your house. And here's the lazy hack no one talks about. If putting something away takes more than 2 steps, it's probably not going to happen. That's not a character flaw, it's friction. So remove it. Take some time to feel how your home functions and pay attention, and then hack it so that cleaning up and organizing is easier. Take lids off bins, lower shelves, keep your donation bag where the clutter appears, not hidden in the basement. Buy collapsible laundry baskets so they don't take up space and pile up in your laundry room. Every little bit of effort you remove makes tidiness feel automatic. That's easy mode. A clutter-free home isn't about hustle, it's about honesty. Be honest about how you live, what you use, and what you'll actually maintain. If you drop your keys on the counter every day, stop fighting it. Just put a bowl there and call it a system. If you can't keep up with decanted detergent jars like I can't, hide them in a basket. It worked for me. If your entryway never stays perfect, embrace the tray and move on. And enjoy the life happening inside your home. Take it from a soon-to-be empty nester. It is not going to last long. They leave and take their mess with them before you know it. A lazy home isn't messy, it's self-aware. You're not failing at decluttering, you've just been trying to do it the hard way. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's time to make peace with easy mode. If this video helped you see clutter differently, stick with me, because next we are talking about the 5 habits that will actually keep the clutter out of your home. Because once you've found your easy mode, the real magic is in keeping it that way. Check it out. I'll see you over there.